gosh, what happened?
Would you look at the size of that mess? I'll tell you what happened. But first, happy Thanksgiving, my friends. And by the way, that's what happened.
Turkey Day came a little early for me. Look at all that glorious turkey. Oh, that's gluten-y pie. Oh, careful. And I've got a lot that I would like to say and share with you on this fine Thanksgiving Day 2020. Kind of a weird year for Thanksgiving, but we'll talk about that in a minute. First, I want to show you what happened yesterday. Oh my gosh, it's almost time.
It's almost turkey time. Whoa, whoa, steamy.
Look at this. Allie has got the little serving table all set up. There are plates, there are cups, there are COVID-free friends coming. Things are about to go down, Allie. It couldn't happen any sooner because I'm hungry. You may be wondering why Allie is in the living room. It's because we got Chef Steph in the house, in the kitchen. Baker girl Steph, you're not baking. What are you doing?
Making mashed potatoes.
Making mashed potatoes. You gonna put that on YouTube? You should. It would be sick. What is this? Can I put my finger in it?
That's the turkey butter.
Oh, whoa.
Maybe I should just have some spicy nacho.
I'm just pacing around now because I'm very hungry. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love turkey. I love gravy. I love turkey and gravy. I used to love rolls, but the gluten. Everybody's been isolated and or tested, including poor little Mika over here who just had an ear surgery. Aww. So as long as I don't accidentally have some breadcrumbs, nobody should be sick. It should be healthy. Oh, Steph's husband, handsome Chris, has arrived to check the temperature. They check my temperature sometimes when I go to the grocery store.
Still a little cold.
Just to make sure I'm fully cooked, I guess. Now the cooks have disappeared to curl hair. Hello. How's it going? This is what all the chefs do behind the scenes in the restaurants. It's normal. Oh my gosh, look. The food is assembling like a superhero team. Handsome Chris brought over some Japanese whiskey. I think he was gonna sneak it into the apple cider. Good thing he hasn't done it yet. There's coffee and cactus cooler and pink stuff. Wow, what a feast. Where's the roast beef? You may be wondering why I'm not helping. I am helping by trying to just stay out of the way. That's what they want me to do. Mika and I are banished from the kitchen. We're banished.
I was in charge of the roaring fire. So far not going too well, but it'll get there.
All we're waiting for now is a certain friend. Anyway, see why I need the bookshelves over there? I have many fine leather-bound books that smell like mules over here just on the ground. That's okay, the cats will read them. The only problem I have now is that Allie put on Christmas music coming out of that little speaker there. And there's a fire and the Christmas tree's already up, so now I feel like we're having Christmas dinner, Chris. Hey, wait, you are Chris. It's always Christmas to you.
Moss Chris.
Wait a minute, I sense a disturbance. A presence I've not felt since... Oh, it's Palix and Flake Tyler. That's George's name for you. You didn't flake, dude. You showed up. Look at you, brought some miniature Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, and some chips.
That's gonna quench part of my thirst. I'm so excited. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome.
Oh my gosh. It's happening. It's finally happening.
Look at the size of that smorgasbord.
Dude, look, it's the stuff. It's the canned stuff. What is that stuff? Okay, this is the butternut squash. You made that? It's acorn butternut squash?
Acorn with butter.
Acorn with butter. I'm very confused.
Acorn squash.
This is
Acorn
the
squash with butter.
candy yams? Is that right? Am I getting that right?
Yes.
What's that? You made that
Yes.
out of marshmallows and French potatoes. What are they called?
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Yes.
And there's other. I'm excited about this. All right, dude. There's so much food out there, and there's so much extra bird. I'm very excited about that. Once everybody leaves, I can really get to work. Time to go sit down with all of our friends and be thankful. I'm very thankful for you.
I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful for all of you, too. Anyway, as we're doing this is the day before Thanksgiving because everybody's family has some kind of situation, figuring it out still in a lot of cases because of the lockdowns and everything. In California, you're only allowed to have 3 households gathered. So that's what we've done. We're not breaking any rules. We're sure everyone's clean. We're about to go fill these out and grub down. Dude, look at all this multicolored food right here. It looks like a bunch of balloons. It's so colorful. It's like my birthday. And look at this. We ran out of spoons. I got the ice cream scoop, dude. for gravy, dude. Just get yourself a scoop, dude. Get yourself a squirt of butter, scoop of gravy. Get all crazy, get a little dash of salt and pep.
Good.
Put some pep in your step. You ready? Yes. Say grace, Tyler. Grace!
Grace.
Oh my gosh. I ate so much food. Look, how the heck, Chris? You're so thin and you're still packing it away, dude. You're trying to catch up with me and Tyler over here. That's what's going on. Trying to catch up. We got kind of a head start though. Right. Oh, I don't know. Guys, I'm thankful for all of you. Thankful for my friends. Thankful for this turkey and the gravy, dude, with the ice cream scoop. That was some quick thinking we had there as we ran out of spoons. That's the 30-second flavor right there. Baskin Robbins, copyright 2020 gravy sherbet.
Great.
It's gonna be great. Coming to a BR near you, T-Dog.
I'll be there.
All right.
With bells on.
And now comes the part where they all betray me by eating gluten.
No,
Oh boy, there's dessert right there. Allie is roasting a marshmallow. Wait, that's not an open fire. Oh wait, that's why it's not chestnuts. Okay, we're cool. Never mind. It's a Wonderful Life is on TV. Tyler is leaving. All is right with the world. Steph, you made an excellent turkey. Thank you for being here all day, wrestling with the frozen turkey, fighting it with your bare hands, cutting yourself open on the bones. That was one delicious bird. Thanks for loaning us your chef, Chris. And that was it. Somehow that's all that I filmed. I was so food drunk, and then we were kind of moving some dishes around, and then Allie was watching It's a Wonderful Life. I was getting that lump in my throat when Clarence gets his wings. But I forgot to do anything else. I'm still annoyed that there aren't very many Thanksgiving songs. There's that one that I did for you guys a few years ago. And there's no big Thanksgiving events, although the Christmas events have started already, and I have filmed one of them already, which was all messed up with the sound and is still being worked on. Not to mention here in Southern California, we are once again restricted, lockdown. I mean, maybe not as crazy as we were before, but there are Thanksgiving restrictions in place. Only a certain amount of people are allowed to gather until a certain time of night, so Thanksgiving this year more than ever is one of those days I don't know what to do with myself. Maybe just because it is a holiday, I always think something epic's gonna happen. We're gonna do something radical, but of course 2020, not that much radical going on anyway. But at least we were able to have a few friends and some good food. You can see here, another one of my friends has been sending me patio furniture, but one piece at a time. So I got the two there, the little table, and a fire pit. One day this is gonna be the party spot, you'll see. We gave it the old maiden voyage with a Duralog in there last night. It did work. It got a little smoky under here, so that test was a failure. We have determined that the fire pit must go out there. Anyway, I kind of touched on this in the Knott's Merry Farm video that you guys haven't seen yet because I had a glitch issue editing it. So, I know it's random and off the cuff and last minute, there was a little bit of a message in that video that I'd really like to pass along to you today. So even though it's still a moving mess and a Thanksgiving mess now, come and have a sit with me. All right, I've been thinking about this quite a bit lately, right? 2020, probably the most negative year that any of us can remember in our lifetimes. Not only was it an election year, which always stinks, everybody's kind of arguing, saying things they mean in the moment, but they're not gonna mean next year. I'm never talking to you again, all the craziness. And then you have the pandemic, people are out of work, and if you're not out of work, then half your buddies are out of work, and everybody's kind of, trying to help each other out and do that stuff. So there are good things, but then obviously there's a lot of sickness, and unfortunately people passing away, and there's a lot of stuff like this. Today's Thanksgiving Day, and I cannot go see my mom and dad. They are preferring to remain a little more isolated because they're gonna do stuff with my grandma, and so they've all been kind of isolated to be safe. And whether this ends up that we're overthinking it, because some people feel that way, right? And lots of people love to argue over the pandemic as well, or whether it was absolutely as deadly as our worst fears. It's good that everybody's being cautious, erring on the side of caution, but that's kind of disrupting everybody's usual holiday, where we all sort of get together and love each other. And of course, the crazy elections made people upset and got people riled up. I don't think they're all calmed down from it, but mostly the pandemic thing and just all the stuff. And so I was thinking, wow, man, worst Thanksgiving ever, right? Right? Oh, we've got the least to be thankful for. And then I started realizing, because I've seen a lot of that. Worst year ever, lots of memes, very funny. I'm into it, I'm down, I get it. The 2020 thing's going to be a reference for a long time. When I started this year, I was like, I got a good feeling about this year. Boy, was I wrong. I'm no Nostradamus. Never listen to my predictions again. If I give you lottery numbers, just run away, you know. Boy, that's hot. But I've been thinking about it. 2020 is not defeating you. You're still here. I'm still here. Actually, and I know you may be having a hard time. I've been having a hard time too, especially off camera in real life. This has been a really hard year. This has been tough. Lots of struggles to overcome. But I've been thinking about it a lot. You gotta flip it upside down. Because there have been all these disasters, one after the other, and even just sitting in your house doesn't sound like a huge disaster, but there's a reason that we send people to jails as a punishment into a small place and go, sit there, you're not allowed to do anything, right? Just maybe you can watch some TV if you're lucky. It could drive you mad, as we've seen with a lot of people out there these days. So, whether it's the pandemic, not seeing family, going through the grief of seeing other people suffer, or job issues, or scraping together money, I've certainly been there this year, and trying to help my friends that are out of work, or this or that or the other thing, and not seeing the people that you love, and blah, 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 blah. Or getting in arguments, political arguments, or whatever it is. We made it to November here. What is that? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We're almost 10 months into the craziest part of this pandemic thing. We're still alive. So in a way, even though this is the worst, hardest year ever, or whatever, instead of being downcast, like, I don't know if I can make it, I don't know if I can do it, we know there's vaccines on the way. We know that, yes, winter is going to be harder. It's always harder with sicknesses. That's why flu season gets crazier in the winter. People are gathered together in the cold, in the house. So we know there's still a little bit of bumpy road ahead of us. It's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to suddenly become like the easiest year ever. The last part of 2020 was bonus round, free money. But if we've made it this far, I've really got the feeling, and again, take that for what it's worth, I think we can do this. I think we're going to make it. I think we're going to make it. I know a lot of people have been telling me, like, I don't know, man. You know, everyone was looking forward to that election time, and they thought somehow just in their heads it was like, if I can get there, it'll all be over. And so people are freaking out now about the holidays and telling me, I just don't think I can do this anymore, and read lockdowns and stuff. And I'm like, that's what made it click for me. Like, no, wait a minute. We've made it all this time. 2 weeks to slow the spread, and now we're almost 10 months. If we can make it this far, guys, you can do it. I know you might feel like you're at the end of your rope. I know I felt like that a few times this year. But think about how far you've come. We're doing it. That's the thing. I flipped it around. We're doing it. We're doing this. It doesn't seem like I'm doing anything, right? Like, you know, here I am just sitting around. But I had so many plans for this year. Had so many things carefully planned out, laid in. All this traveling I was going to do. All this great take it to the next level stuff I was so stoked for. Everything went wrong. So even though I've been trying to make the best of it and doing all the stuff and trying to keep other people positive and keep doing my job as much as I can with all the restrictions and testing and lockdowns and unlockdowns, plans canceling because things over here getting locked down that I was going to travel to, all this stuff. You know, it was a very frustrating year. It was very frustrating and difficult for me to wrap my brain around, like, dealing with all this and just not. I'm a person on the go. I like to be on the go all the time. And I was like, man, this is a miserable year. But I've realized we've done it. We've got this far. And there's only a month and a half left, or ish, less than that, of 2020 itself. Then we have that little bit of a winter to get through. Hopefully vaccines will start to make a big difference. There's a lot now to look forward to. There's a silver lining. It's not just a big question mark. Like, well, we're locking down and question mark. Like the South Park thing. Lockdown, question mark, profit? Now we know there's vaccines coming and there's all this different stuff. So hopefully, I don't think it's possible for it to stretch on for 5, 10 more years. I feel like I'm no expert. I'm not making any predictions about the state of the world. There's all of this craziness out there. But we made it this far. I feel like we can make it, right? It's like being on an ocean voyage, you know? I don't know how far it is to the new world, but if we made it 3 months at sea so far, I feel like we can make it a little longer. We can do this. We can do it. So, you're stronger than you think you are because you've made it this far. I just gotta say, when you think about it that way, you start looking around at everybody around you, and everybody's got different stresses, different things they're dealing with, all kinds of different levels of catastrophe going on. But of course, you can't really compare, right? Some person's pain is not, you can't compare pains and hardships. But everybody with all their different hardships going on, it's like, I just want to grab everybody and be like, oh my gosh, this light bulb went off. Like, you made it. If you think about it, you're kicking 2020's butt. Even if you've been laid off or all this stuff has gone wrong or you've been isolated this whole time, you're winning. You're winning. You're in the game still. You're winning. It's not over till you're underground. You're still breathing. Your heart's still beating. You're still here. I'm still here. We're doing it. We're going to get out of this. And that I'm incredibly thankful for. I'm also incredibly thankful for all of you guys. Having you guys gives me a lot of purpose. Gives me a reason to get up and try coffee, which I'm trying. It's like, you know, sugar-free stuff and trying to less soda. I don't know. That's not going to be my thing, I don't think. I don't know. Anyway, this is definitely something that will be discussed on the Thanksgiving Patreon podcast. Like I said, I touch on it in an upcoming video that usually videos aren't upcoming. Usually I get them uploaded right away after filming them, but this one had some kind of glitchy problem, which I think I fixed now, and I think I know how to finish the edit. I really am incredibly thankful for every single last one of you who watches and subscribed and like and smash the like button, has left a positive, encouraging comment over the years, and has gone on all these adventures with me. I literally do carry all of you as much as I can in my brain as we go do these things. So I'm always thinking like, yeah, I'm bringing them along. That's real to me. And I don't want to get all emotional. Let me cool down a little. Getting hot under the collar with it. Gonna get my eyes sweaty with respect. It's just allergies. But I really do consider that you guys come along on all the adventures with me. And I'm incredibly thankful for that experience so far. I'm incredibly thankful that you're still here, that we're going to kick this year's butt, and that there's so much coming ahead for next year that I think is going to be doable, regardless of what kind of craziness is happening. And that's all. I just wanted to say that I'm incredibly thankful for you guys, and that I think you're doing it. You're watching this, and you're doing it. You're winning. Okay? You don't think you're winning. I know. In the darkness of the night, in the thickest of the fight, the fog of war obscures your victory. But alas, matey, you be doing it. I don't know what that means, but you're doing it. You're winning. You're beating 2020. You are surviving. You're going to make it through. People always wear the shirt, I survived 4 parks in a day. I survived all the Mount Everest at Disney World. Okay. You're surviving 2020, right? If it's the worst year ever, it's so hardcore, everything's wrong. You're surviving this. It's going to be a t-shirt. You'll see. You'll see. And you will wear it proudly because you are, in fact, winning. Yeah, this year blows. Can I say that? This year stinks. But, like I want to be with my parents today. I totally get it. But there's next year. And then we're going to kick next year's butt too. And the year after that. If we can beat this year, we can do anything. So, with that in mind, think of it. You survived this far, then you've done your duty. Find yourself some turkey to eat, whether it's a banquet meal, or some tofurkey, or some vegan processed fungi turkey, or whatever it is. Have some grub, and remember, I'm proud of you. I'm thankful for you. I really appreciate you guys. I'm going to get all sweaty again in the eyes. You've done your duty. Go home and sleep well. Cheers. Salute. Yep, still not used to that. Bye-bye.
preceding has been a message from the makers of Randomland. We're excited to bring you a whole new year of adventure and excitement and fun. Please go visit our sponsors, Tap Water. Tap Water. When you run out of bottles, you know where to go. Tap Water. Get it in your house probably today or your local city park.
This video was brought to you by Outer Space. Outer Space. It's a place where you can get some elbow room and nothing ever goes wrong. Trust us.